Hi, it's me, JC, back with another Ceramic Hour live stream. Today we are going to continue working on carving out this little custom watercolor paint palette. I'm gonna move some stuff around real quick. Oh my gosh, I told you guys yesterday that my mold was coming in the mail. And I got it finally. It said it was going to be delivered on Monday, and that was not true. I'm so excited, but like, prepare yourselves. Hey, no, don't do that. No, no. My cat. She's getting into trouble. Just a minute. Hey, no, don't do that. You can't just eat things. Okay. Okay. Here is the mold. It's pretty tiny. It has an opening here and down here because let me just open it up. I'm trying to be careful because it's pretty delicate. These are called snow babies. They are, I don't know, they're like really old. But one of them is like bowling, and then the other one is a cowboy. And you can see like in the middle is the cowboy hat. I'm actually really surprised. I couldn't find any pictures of like what the mold looked like, but there are pictures of them finished, like online. And I am so excited that the cowboy hat is separate and I could just like pour that up for like other things. Just put cowboy hats on like a bunch of things. That's like so fun. I don't know what is up with these, but I think they're like both kind of like the thing of like nightmares, but like really funny at the same time. So I totally get it if if everybody is like, what the heck? They're just really weird. And I love how weird they are. They're like, I don't know, they're like babies in like these little, they have like this kind of fluffy like snowsuit. And there are so many molds of these. Like, there's like a doctor and I don't know. They're really random. One of them is like a hairstylist, or what else? I don't know. Some of them don't have like little like, they're not like a career outfit. They're just the little snowsuit guys just doing things. Some of them are like sitting down, like you could put it on your bookshelf or something, on the edge of your bookshelf or something. I don't know, whatever. I don't know. I think they're really funny for some really weird reason. And they're super random. Like, why is the guy bowling paired with the cowboy? Like, I don't know. Nothing about them makes any sense. And I don't know. There's something really weird about it that I love. So this is by Shiloh Molds. They're like they're like some dents and notches come out of here, but supposedly this mold is brand new. It is, apparently the number is 1521. If you want to see it, these are called snow babies, and there are a lot of them. It says like 2001 for some reason. I don't know why it says that. I don't know what that means. Because I'm pretty sure on the website, I thought it said something like they were like freshly made. I don't know. But again, yeah, these are Shiloh molds. And it was only $15 for the mold. Oh, there's like a crack down here. That does not look good. Like, kind of just like along here. I hope this thing's okay. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I guess like supposedly they're like new, or maybe they're just like sitting in a warehouse for years. I don't know. One of those two things. But I am I don't know, I'm like so excited for when I can use it. I'm really excited to like cast the cowboy hat particularly. Kind of nervous to like try and like underglaze them so that like the faces have like an accurate like skin tone and stuff, but I'm pretty excited about those. Okay, so we're going to be working on our paint palette. I'll just like move some of this around. Let's see. So we did a lot of the back. Maybe I could just like maybe just like fix a little bit of that up. And I'm definitely gonna like smooth the back also a bit more once we get like closer to being done. I don't know how round I want to make the sides of it, or like this bevel, I guess. Maybe we'll just, I don't know, keep it right there for now. Okay, I think I want to like try to prop up my, so here's my like reference. It's supposed to go like this. I think we could carve over here a little bit more. If you missed the other streams, this is a custom piece that I'm making for someone I know. So the sketch was approved, so I want to try to keep it accurate to the sketch. I don't want to deviate too far from it. Normally I just work pretty freehand, carving out these little the wells, but I want to make sure that it actually looks like what I sent her. We're having some issues over here with this one. It's getting like maybe a bit close to that other well, but that's probably about, maybe about how close they should be. And then maybe we can make the other wells a little bit bigger. Let's see. I think we could bring some of these in closer to the edge as well. This is why we stopped underglazing. We've been underglazing for, I don't know how long, a couple weeks or something. I'm not done with them yet, but I just wanted to get this started, you know. I don't want to wait until I'm completely done with all the underglaze things to start on this. But I think I might work on some of the underglaze pieces maybe this weekend. I should definitely make some sort of progress with them. Because once we are done with this and it fully dries, and then I put it into a bisque kiln, like I want to put this into my next glaze firing. So we will need those things to be done. You know, to make sure we have a full load, but I just want to like get the process started on this because I don't know how long I want to give it to get to bone dry. I'm not really in like a rush or anything typically. So I'll just let things sit and dry for like at least a week, maybe even longer than that, just to be like 100% sure that they are dry. Because if they're not, and you put them in the bisque kiln, they can explode if there's any moisture in there at all. So I definitely don't want to rush that part of the process. Oh, hi, where's one? We are carving out this custom watercolor paint palette commission that I got. Yeah, just carving it. We finished carving out a foot on the back, giving it like a bevel or whatever, like on the sides. And I'm trying to like make sure the shapes are all matching my sketch also, before we just dive too far into digging out more of the clay in them. Let's see. This edge is like kind of weird. I could probably finish carving this weekend. I think we'll get like pretty close with it by the end of the stream, but I think I could definitely like do any like small tweaks and things. I don't know, maybe tonight or something. I think this shape is a little bit more squared off. I'm glad you like it. She kind of wanted it to be similar to my other paint palettes, but she wanted like a big well for mixing, and then 8 smaller wells that are like about the same size, with kind of like a I think just like the wobbly kind of abstract shape for the overall look. Is a little tricky because my other ones have like a teeny bit more room for like with the smaller shapes, it's a little bit easier to just kind of like fit them together, but it's a tiny bit more like challenging trying to make sure that they're all about the same size. I know this one's probably a bit small, but this is one of my other paint palettes that I've done. It has kind of like a weird finish on the glaze, but you know, I think the thing that's weird about it is that it's supposed to be matte, and you can actually see that it has like a shine, like in really weird places. yeah, I don't know what the heck. But I think I might add that to my shop. I actually have a few things that I have that are not in the shop yet. I think some things I set aside because I was like, maybe I'll, I don't know, put some like gold luster on them. And it's been like probably a year since I've made them, and that has not happened. So I'm like, maybe I should just put them in the shop and I don't know, when the time comes, just, I don't know, take some random things and, I don't know, put luster on them. Or like, I don't know. I have both pearlescent overglaze and gold luster. But I think my priority would be the gold. I would love to probably do the gold first. I bet from my view they all look pretty even. Oh, okay. Great, thanks. The trick now is to actually get these to like match the sketch, which some of them are not as like they're not quite the same, and I'm like, it's like bothering me. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know when I'm going to actually do some like overglaze firing. Because my thought initially was like, I should probably have this like planned out. Like, you're kind of supposed to have your full plan on like how you're going to decorate things before you start making it. But I don't really work that way. Like, I'll just make things. I just make like random shapes and stuff of whatever. Plates, bowls, vases, and then it's like afterwards I'm like, okay, what would look really good on this? That's like the majority of the time. I know, I'm just like, I don't know, I don't like having to like have this like full plan ahead of time. I really like being pretty like fluid with my process. I think that's why I have a lot of pieces that are just bisqued and they're just sitting off to the side. Just like a lot of like kind of wobbly, imperfect plates, and they're like pretty small. So somewhere between like a small plate and like a jewelry dishes. And whenever I get the certain inspiration to decorate them a certain way, that I have like stuff ready to go. I don't know, some things I just like have sitting around because I just don't quite feel like getting to it yet. Okay, let's see. Where is my little, oh, here it is. Okay, let me see. Okay, maybe it's gonna go like this way a little bit more. Okay, I think I kind of like that. I think that's, yeah, that's like maybe a little bit better. I think this is a little bit more pointy too. I need to actually collect a bunch of business stuff from the studio. They've been taking up way too much public space. I have no clue when there's gonna be another raku fire. Oh, you're raku firing them? That's cool. I have not ever done a raku firing. That's like a lot of like special stuff that you would need. Like, I think you need like, I'm pretty sure you need like a special glaze and like, maybe like probably a different clay body than what I use. I don't know. That would have been really cool if we did that at the like university class that I took. I took like 2 classes, but we just did like high fire and worked with just stoneware and porcelain. We were allowed to do like the salt firing if we wanted to. I did like, I don't know, maybe like 1 or 2 pieces. I'm not really like a fan of the salt firing. I don't know. They kind of all look the same to me. I don't know. I don't really like salt firing so much. Although, I don't know. It really just like depends on the firing and like kind of like the colors. I really don't like the orangey color that they turn out as. It's really cool to like watch people do like raku though. The studio where I get my stuff fired at, I'm not like part of the studio. Like I don't have a membership or take classes or anything. They just solely fire my stuff. But sometimes they'll just be like outside like raku firing and I'm like, so cool. Oh, that's sweet. I've never heard of salt fire. Sounds really cool, but I'm not sure how it varies in process. Salt firing, okay, I don't know like a ton, but it's like, you do not do it in an electric kiln. It has to be a gas kiln, I'm pretty sure. I mean, I don't really know like how you would even shove it into. You literally like throw salt into the kiln. I don't really know like where that opening is, but they like throw salt in there. And I don't know, I think it's like a certain kind of salt maybe. And then it's like the salt that gets thrown down on the pieces that turns into what would be like the glaze. It looks like they're glazed, except for like, I don't know. I think maybe sometimes they can like miss certain areas and they won't have that kind of glossy texture. It's been a hot minute. But they typically turn out very, lots of natural colors, like that vary between like gray, black, orange, yellow, maybe like orangey red kind of colors. And I don't know, a lot of people here, local ceramists here, like that's all they do. And I literally can't tell the difference between any of them. All of their stuff just looks exactly the same. I mean, typically you have things like glaze that differentiates your pieces, or like style, but I don't know. Some of them just look like way too identical. They're just not really, I don't know, there's just not like something that's really separating their work. And that's not even just 2 people. That's like 4 to 5 different like potters here. I don't know, maybe I'm too judgy. I mean, I don't know. I feel like either way, you need to like differentiate your work, like as a business. Would you say Raku's cool, but not my favorite because it's really finicky. You have to be okay with whatever happening. Yeah, definitely same thing with like salt firing. Like, you don't really have a lot of control over what happens. You know, like Raku, like you can choose like different glazes and like where they're going and stuff, but like the actual design, like you really don't have like a final say in like how it's gonna look, which I think to some people could be really fun, but also maybe frustrating to other people. I don't know, sometimes I like a surprise and sometimes things turn out better than I would have planned, but I don't know how I'd feel about it. Also, I don't like that it's not food safe between the copper and a lot of the glazes and only being partial fired. Yeah, that's true. That's the downside of like Raku. I feel like that's why you don't see it a ton, like at stores and stuff. I see it a lot as like vases, coasters, sculptures, but yeah, you can't like put food on it. So it's like, that's like kind of a shame. Because like I personally love being able to use like my own pieces. There's something really special about actually like physically, you know, like using a cup or a bowl that you made, which is different from just having a vase sitting out. That's a commonality where I take lessons. A lot of folks wind up having the same looking pieces. It's very student hobbyist as far as the group goes, but like you can tell who takes lessons from which teacher. That's, yeah. Sometimes like, I don't know, I think sometimes like teachers' preferences can be like, can influence like students and stuff. And I don't know, maybe in certain aspects like that feels safer to do, like making work in that way instead of like taking leaps. Like I only took 2 university classes for ceramics, and we didn't do anything with underglaze. So it was really intimidating for me to just like go off on my own and try it out, which was after I took the classes and stuff. But I don't know, I think like it can be really intimidating to like have the potential to like completely ruin like the thing that you just made and like spent a lot of time on, to like go outside of those bounds with like different ideas. But I don't know. It's just kind of something you have to do if you want to experiment with ceramics, I guess. Like it wasn't until like after I threw this bowl out of porcelain, like I was carving it to be a, what's it called, like a yarn bowl. So it has like, they typically are carved so that they have like this swirl that like holds the yarn. So it's like you cut into the side of it for that. It wasn't until after like all of this work that I did, my teacher like comes up to me, he's like, did you make that out of porcelain? I was like, yeah. He's like, it's gonna be really wonky when you fire it. I was like, cool. It's like, awesome, thank you. because it like it would like shift more or something like in the firing. Because like even the clay like in the kiln like will move around a little bit, which is like why you should fire like lids with their containers, because they will shift a bit in the kiln. But I was like, awesome, yes, thank you for telling me now. But I mean, if you never do it though, like you never take that leap to just go off and do your own thing, like you'll probably never learn how to do it. So I mean, you just gotta bite the bullet and just go for it, I guess. And just know, like, I don't know, I guess just have it in your mind that it's not finished until it's actually finished. I think that's what a lot of, like, ceramists try to keep in their mind, like, to not count their chickens before they hatch, you know? My hands are just all gross from this trimming tool. What did you say? I'm getting more comfortable taking risks since I'm finally feeling good about forming my shapes. Oh, that's really great. Yeah, you definitely do need to get your basics down, because it could be really hard to just try something really different when you don't like have like those basics down, because if you fail, then it's just gonna make you feel really bad. But you just like need to like take one step at a time to like get to, you know, more complicated things, and then you'll just kind of like build up that confidence. Underglaze intimidates me. I'm colorblind, so honestly I usually only care about everything up until adding the color. I love the feeling of this is gonna be a weird one. That is really interesting, that you're colorblind. I'm so glad that like you still do like art and stuff, because I feel like a lot of people would just like see that as something that limits them. Like I could easily see people saying like, oh, well, I couldn't do art because, you know, I don't know like what the colors like actually look like. But it's so great that you still like put yourself out there, and I don't know. I guess I don't really know like how you go about like with the colors and stuff, but I don't know. I saw this artist, I don't know what their name is, but apparently they're colorblind. And just like, I don't know what the heck, but their art, I think they're paintings, but it might be like something different. They sort of look digital, but I think they're paintings. And like the colors are just amazing. Like there's so many like colors like in their palette that they use, and it's just stunning. Like seriously, like some of the best use of color that I've seen comes from somebody that like can't see color, and I'm just like, the rest of us have like no excuse. like like people that can actually see color, like sometimes like I'm just like, man, these combination is really ugly. like I have no idea how this person does it. But whatever that is, it must be really interesting. Okay, let me see. I'm kind of going back and forth between carving the wells and making sure that the shape is looking good. Okay, now I'm looking at this and I'm like, maybe this is a little bit tiny bit wonky. I don't know. Let's see. Maybe this could be a little bit bigger. I love people that like that really go for, you know, that like still like pursue their passions even though they maybe have like certain limits. Shoot, I'm not sure what. I know like Chuck Close is an artist. I can't remember what his thing is. I think he might be like blind, maybe. But he makes like really, really interesting work. Maybe that's it. Maybe he's like, you know, not like 100% blind, but I think he might have that as, do people still say disabled or do people say differently abled? I don't know. One of those. But I mean, he's like a really, really famous like painter. And though like even though he's had like, I don't know, I guess I'll just say disability. I don't think that's a bad thing to say, but I'm not sure if people changed what you're supposed to say. Because it kind of reminds me of this other artist. That's why I think that his thing is being blind. Because there's this other artist that I've seen on like Molly Burke's channel, and he's kind of like described like the way that he's blind is like he can only see kind of like if you were looking through a keyhole. So like he can see things, but like not like all at once. You know, if that makes sense. So I don't know, maybe they have like a similarity or something, because Chuck Close's stuff is like, I think he just paints like really close. That's his actual name, I'm pretty sure. Unless it's a nickname, I don't know. But it's really interesting. I don't know a whole lot about like the way that like blind people like go about their lives, but it's like I love that this guy is like an artist, and he like I think he even like illustrated and published like at least one or maybe a couple like children's books. He's like a digital illustrator, and that's what he does. And his iPad lets him like zoom in and out a lot to kind of like get an idea of the full picture of what it looks like so that he can see it, but then like get close into the details. So cool to see like how different people like work, and like I don't know, just like people's like their process is really interesting sometimes, because people can like, I mean, just like so many things, like you could get like the same result from different like ways of working. So it's pretty interesting. Let's see, what did sorry I missed a couple of your messages. I like the colorblind painters that I've seen. Lots of validity. Maybe it's my own bias to showing the art as you see it. Yeah, I mean, you could definitely just make work for like you know, like the majority of people that I've heard that are colorblind aren't like 100% like I think generally, like, the most common two types is being able to see yellow, browns, and blues. So like you could optimize like your own work for people that also like see like that. So like I feel like you really like their work because it's like all of that is optimized to its fullest extent, where like someone that sees like all the colors would just use random things. They would seem random to you. I guess. Sometimes I want to just like put like a colorblind filter on things to like see like how different things look. I think that'd be really interesting. You can do that in like Adobe apps too. But I don't think a lot of designers check how that looks under those different filters. I don't know. I just got 2 pots back from the same firing, same glaze combo. It's called blue tan, but changes based on where it's at in the kiln. The one pot got all the blue and the other got very icky brown. Yeah, that's that sounds accurate. Sometimes, I don't know, sometimes it's kind of cool when they do that, although again, you kind of like run that risk of it maybe turning a color that you don't like. I had this one piece, I sort of liked it. What is this supposed to be? I think it was supposed to be like teal, and then like on one side of it there's just kind of this like little like flash. That's generally what you call it when it's like it just kind of like flashes like a different color onto it. And it was kind of like grayish, but I don't know, I kind of liked it in comparison to like the glaze that was on there, because it sort of complemented it and maybe gave it like a more dynamic look than if it was just like the same flat color. I don't know, I kind of liked it. It was definitely a surprise. And that's that's an older piece that I made like a long time ago. I don't have that same like glaze or anything. That was back when I was like making stuff at the university. I don't know. I sort of like all these little variations and like surprises that you get in ceramics. I think generally, I think it's kind of fun. 'Cause it's always a surprise. And it's maybe even a little bit more satisfying when you've like figured it out or something, or like it came back to you like as you were hoping it would, or maybe it came back to you like even better than you hoped. I don't know, I kind of like that, maybe. Would you say let's see. Yeah, colorblind is a super spectrum. Mine's mostly a red deficiency, so like the hues between blue, red tend to weigh more heavily towards one or the other. Oh, I love when a random flash that makes no sense joins the party. That's raku glaze results in a nutshell. Yeah, definitely. I don't know, I think I kind of want to like try raku maybe sometime. I really don't know a lot about it, and I know you kind of have to like, well, you're kind of supposed to have a special kiln for it. I don't have any kilns, so I guess that would be a problem, but I could take a class if I really wanted to. Maybe one day. Because that would be kind of cool. They really are so different from like any other, like a lot of other glazes I've seen. I did see this one girl, she made some stuff, I don't know what the heck she was doing. I think she was like mixing some glaze recipe she found, or I don't know, maybe making her own or something. But some of the aspects of it kind of reminded me of raku, but I don't think she was doing raku. So I thought that was like pretty interesting. Some of them had kind of like a metallic aspect to it, but it wasn't just like, a lot of metallic ones are just like a plain flat like coating, and they don't really have like anything dynamic going on. But these ones were just like, I don't know, it just had little like, certain areas of it were like kind of metallic maybe. I don't know. That was a little bit ago that I saw that. It's kind of hard to describe because I've only seen that that one post that she made, where I, you know, that's kind of the only time I really saw that. But I don't know, sometimes, I don't know, I feel like sometimes raku kind of maybe looks sort of metallic-y maybe. Like sometimes it has kind of like a shine to it. Maybe not like a metallic shine. I don't know. There are a bunch of raku glazes out there. Maybe I don't know like what I'm talking about. It's fun enough. I recommend doing, because the process is neat. Yeah, it is like really cool. I like the idea that you can like throw like sawdust and like random organic things onto the pieces, and then it kind of, I think it like sort of determines like the color or something. I don't know. But I don't know, it's a very involved process, which does kind of make it seem a little bit more fun. Have you seen Small Ceramics? She does microwave raku. Maybe. Is this like a video, like a YouTuber or something, where there's like a girl and a guy and they have these like miniature like ceramics? I feel like that is like ultra specific. I don't know. I feel like, yes, I have seen like YouTube videos of people doing like microwave raku. Yeah, I think I've seen it with like raku. I think people will try to do that for like different things. Like I'm pretty sure I've seen videos of people just doing like, you know, like normal firings with it. I don't know. It's really, really tempting to try that out. I think it looks like pretty fun. The thing that would bother me so much would be like, I don't know, like not knowing like how long to put it in there for. And also the fact that I've never fired anything. And I would just be like, I don't know what I'm doing. And just raku firing with some old microwave in the backyard. Like, that is like such, like, definitely something I would do though. I'm so tempted. Yeah, it has to be like, they have to be super tiny pieces. Okay, yeah, so that is the right channel. I feel like I watched like probably a couple of their videos maybe. I don't know. I was just like searching around YouTube for like, I don't know, different videos of like microwave ceramics. which is like super weird and kind of interesting. Yeah, you can get like a $40 microwave kiln and seems to do the trick. Yeah, I'm feeling like there's a lot of trial and error, and I don't know. I don't know if I would like just like buy all this stuff and then just like immediately give up, or if I would like have the will to like keep going with it. I don't know. I'm not sure. I guess it depends, but some things I give up like very easily. And then I say that I'm going to come back to it later and then I don't. I don't know. I wonder, like, I don't know. I think like the ironic part is that I think it gives off like fumes that you shouldn't be breathing in, so like you're supposed to do it outside. I'm like pretty sure. Because like a regular kiln will give off fumes that you should not be breathing in. So like I think like the problem thing would be I live in an apartment, so I definitely couldn't do that just here. But if I waited until we moved into like this house, I was kind of planning on just buying like a regular kiln anyway. So it's kind of like, I don't know, like if I just have a regular kiln like anyway, like there's not like much of a point to having a microwave kiln. I think, what did I hear? I kind of want to say I heard someone say something like maybe no, they don't do test firings in that. Maybe I was thinking it was like just an itty bitty regular kiln. People will do like, make like test towels in them. I don't know. I mean, if I had my own kiln, like, my turnaround time would be so much, probably a bit faster. Because I think a kiln fires, like, I think it's done, like, it's completely, like, it fired and then it's completely cooled down. I think it does that within, like, 24 hours. I have not fired a kiln, so maybe that's not quite right. But currently, it's typically about a week for me to get my pieces back from the studio. So definitely having my own stuff would make the process a lot quicker. I was kind of thinking like maybe the microwave kiln, like you could just put like tiny random things in it if you're a little bit too impatient to like get the bigger kiln to fire. I mean, I suppose I'm pretty impatient. Especially when I make like something really cute and I'm like, oh, I can't wait to see this completed. Oh yeah, fumes aren't great if you're outside. I don't think it's too rough on the lungs. Yeah, like, yeah, you shouldn't be like in there like breathing in the fumes. Although I have seen like for people that like maybe have like a setup with their kiln, like, I don't know, like in their house or something, you can get like vents and stuff that vent the gases outside. So that's definitely a thing. It's just like, I don't think that would be the same with a microwave kiln. because it's kind of like, I don't know, I guess I don't really know, like, where I don't know, maybe you could just, like, hook up something to vent it, I don't know. Oh, we have like 5 more minutes left. Let me see. Still trying to figure out if the design looks pretty accurate. Oh, I'm so tired. I should make another coffee or something. Let me see. This one's kind of bothering me because it's not quite, like, this area is not quite the same as my sketch. I think if I planned ahead, I could have, like, probably imported my sketch, put on my computer and then, like, scaled it up in estimated size for like how much it's going to shrink. I do my sketch like at scale, like the final size, but then this is kind of supposed to be bigger than that. It's not really that much. No, it's a little bit bigger. Yeah, it's a little bit bigger. But I probably should have done that and then just like printed it out and used that as a reference. I just kind of like jumped into it on the stream. I was just like, okay, we're gonna get started with this. I scored some vent hoods and old kilns from Craigslist from someone who wound up with some schools that got rid of them. No clue if I want to bother rehabbing them. It's running the electric that I'm mostly on the fence about because that's a lot of money. Very interesting. Yeah, I've heard like, it's like, I don't know. I have no idea like how expensive like running a kiln would be. I mean, it's probably cheaper than like getting it fired at the studio, like, I don't know, I have no idea, like, I'm like really tempted to like look around on Craigslist, like it knows that I buy ceramic things, and it shows me like used kilns, and I'm like, I don't know. Because like, I don't know, like how much money are you gonna put into it to like fix it? Because like, what is it? I don't know, I think I heard like you have to like replace the elements like every year or something, or I don't know. I don't know. I have like no idea about any of that. It sounds really intimidating. Especially like, I think people just do it themselves. I don't think you could just take it to like some place and have them like change out the elements and stuff. I think people do it themselves, but it sounds really intimidating. Okay, let me just kind of fix up this spot over here. These might be a little bit too far from the edge. So I think I might kind of expand them a little bit outwards. I think my sister had her house quoted for a 240 line and it was almost $1,500. Oh my god. That sounds, is that when you add in the outlet that the kiln goes to? I know you have, those are like different outlets. They're like what washer and dryer take. I know that is like an issue. That's a lot of money though. I've honestly thought of just converting to gas because then I can just run it outside and our place currently isn't a forever home. Yeah, like a full dedicated circuit. Yeah, I think I've like, I don't know what I saw. I saw something somewhere about like how to convert like a kiln to a gas kiln maybe. And then like, I don't know, I think that's, okay, I'm not really sure if that would be like the same thing if you like wood fired it or something. I don't know. I don't really know a ton about that. But I'm sure there's like, I don't know, maybe stuff on YouTube about how to do that. Or I don't know, people do all kinds of crazy things and like ask about that kind of stuff on Reddit also. The ceramic and the pottery Reddits they're really helpful. If you have like questions, they're all really nice, contrary to it being on Reddit. They're all like very helpful. Even beefier because a lot of kilns are 40 to 60 amps. I watched a really solid one that a blacksmith did actually, and it's work for sure, but it seems kind of reasonable. Oh yeah, those subs are like really great. Well, I don't have any advice. But it definitely sounds like quite the project to do. I guess just like, I don't know, if you know yourself really well, I feel like I would be like, this is too intimidating. And I would just be like, no. But could work out if you're like pretty handy. Okay, where? I think I just covered it with this, what is it called? This like plastic stuff. Maybe I'll like spray it down too. Well, it was so nice chatting with you. This thing has like barely any water in it. So nice chatting with you. Where's one? I hope you have some good luck if you pursue that. Definitely sounds a little challenging, but pretty exciting as well. All right, well, that's the stream for today. Oh yeah, I hope you enjoy your dinner and have a great weekend. For anybody else that joins on Twitch, be sure to follow along so you know when I come on for streams. typically stream Monday through Friday from 1 to 2 p.m. Pacific time, although next Thursday and Friday will be canceled. I'll just put on like vacation mode so you guys know. And yeah, all the videos are uploaded to YouTube at calieandco. There you can find a whole live stream playlist to check out with all my videos, along with a few ceramic tutorials and some other handmade business topics, or just some videos for other general art topics. So be sure to subscribe, give the video a thumbs up, or leave a comment. All of that stuff is really great. Well, yeah, well, thank you so much for joining, and I hope everybody has a great weekend. All right, bye.